Hello, my name is Becky, and I was voted prettiest girl in my high school yearbook. My best friend Haley was good looking too, but everyone knew her as the rich girl because her dad's chauffeur always drove her to school in really expensive SUVs. We were inseparable until 12th grade. That's when she confessed that she had a crush on me. I gotta admit, it weirded me out a bit. I mean, I like girls too, and Haley is pretty hot, but I just prefer boys. So I told her, hey, I'm not really interested in a relationship with a girl, but I hope we can stay friends. Well, that didn't work out because suddenly she couldn't keep her hands off of my body. When she sat next to me in chemistry class, she would always put her hands under my skirt and massage my thighs. And one time she even pulled up my underwear, which really hurt. She was so annoying that I finally gave in and said, okay, let's start dating for a few weeks, but don't get your hopes up. Well, being in a relationship with her turned out to be much better than I had thought, but not because I loved her, but because she was so rich that I could quit my side job. Suddenly, I had so much free time and I loved it, even though Haley was super possessive. She always sent me annoying messages like, where are you? Or, I miss you. Anyway, when I went to college, I got to know this really cute boy. He was incredibly handsome, and the more we talked to each other, the more I realized that I actually wanted to be with a guy. That's why I told Haley, hey, you know I like you a lot, but recently I realized that I'm more into boys. She responded, I see that you're confused, so just give me some more time to convince you otherwise. I said, okay, let's try some more time. But I already knew that our relationship wouldn't work out. I only stayed with her so I didn't need to get a side job again. Of course, I felt bad about exploiting her, but she wasn't an angel either. She made clear that she was the boss in our relationship because I depended on her money. Her favorite thing was to dress me up in costumes. And then she would give me orders like, be a cat. And then I would have to act like a cat while she would pet me. I kinda enjoyed it too, but I always had to do all the work, which was super tiring. Meanwhile, I started to spend a lot of time in college with this super cute guy, Patrick. We flirted with each other constantly, and one day he just kissed me. I said, why did you do that? And he responded, I thought you liked me. I mean, you always act like you're completely into me. I said, well, I do like you, but I'm already in a relationship. He responded, what? And then I told him about my girlfriend and how I tried to break up with her, but she wouldn't let me go. That's when he kissed me again, and this time I let him. And it felt so much better than kissing Haley. That's why I did something pretty bad. While Haley went to her parents over the weekend, I invited Patrick over to her house. At first, we were just lying in bed talking, but we quickly went further, taking off our clothes and making out passionately. That's when Haley opened the door and screamed, you bastard! Take your hands off of her! I gotta be honest, I was surprised that she was angry at him and not at me. She came to our bed and jumped on Patrick, trying to beat him up. Of course, he was much stronger than her, so he laughed while wrestling with her. It was so bizarre. But Haley was seriously angry. When she realized she couldn't hurt him, she took a lamp and threw it at him. Luckily, he pulled his blanket up in time so the lamp didn't hit him, but Haley was turning into a complete psycho and I got scared. I wanted to leave her house, but I felt like I owed her an apology. But before I could say anything, she said, okay, I get it, you don't love me the way I love you. And I responded, yes, but it was still wrong for me to betray you with some guy. She said, no, I don't care anymore. If you want to date this guy, go ahead. But here's my offer. What if you date both of us? In exchange, I will let you continue to live here and I will continue to pay for all your expenses. Well, that sounded like a pretty sweet deal, so I said yes. But afterward, she started treating me like a servant. She would lie in bed and tell me to bring her a sandwich, or she'd make me give her a massage. Of course, I always had to dress in a way that aroused her, but her weirdest thing was using me as a plate to eat from. For example, she would put spaghetti on my belly, or on other parts of my body, and eat them from there. It felt like I had two jobs, college and being her sugar baby. Anyway, one day Haley gave me a sleep mask and said she had a surprise. When she told me to take it off again, I saw her sitting on my boyfriend Patrick's lap. Of course, I got angry because I wanted to have a serious relationship with Patrick. But now it was all about, you know what. When I refused to sleep with both of them at the same time, they got really angry and started insulting me. Patrick even went on his knees, begging me to change my mind. Jeez, he had such a cute face that I just couldn't say no and gave in. But guess what? While I didn't enjoy being with both of them at the same time, Haley developed a taste for my boyfriend. Suddenly, she was inviting him over to her house every single weekend, and one time they met up without even telling me about it. Suddenly, I felt jealous and thought that Haley was trying to steal my boyfriend away from me. So I gave Patrick an ultimatum. Either he would exclusively date me or Haley. However, he responded, "I will think about it." And that was definitely the wrong answer. At this point, I'm sick of both of them. And as soon as I graduate college, I'll break up with both of them.